Hello and welcome back. My name is KIERON Seamons and this is my inky world, and I've only got one eye at the moment, but I've got so many one-eye drawings that I need to share with you. If you'd like to see a new batch that's going onto eBay, let's go this way. Right, so we're back, and I'm finishing off this one here, which is going on to the auction. There's a whole batch of them there, and this one is basically a drawing of Norman. And I was sitting there kind of like doodling away with Norman, and I've got a whole batch here. I got about, I don't know, about 30 drawings probably. They're all on the small side of things. And I would love to get them up on eBay for you guys to enjoy and to love and to frame and to do all that exciting things with. I have sold so many that it has actually really been, it's been so amazing. You guys have been so amazing. And when you buy a batch, quite often I put in little kind of little things like that, like little kind of thank yous. That one goes to Gavin, where I one of his drawings got lost in the post, so I did a redrawing for him, and I did a little thank you card there, which will be going off in the post. I got that one I need to finish. Right, so I'm just signing this one up, and then I will show you some of the amazing drawings that have been happening with my condition. Now I'm back in the hospital on Monday, and I'm hoping that will give me the all clear and I will get back. The main thing about the one eye is it kind of knocks my perspective off a lot, so I'm kind of like, when I'm putting my pen in my jar of ink, I'm kind of going dup, 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 dup. Oh, found it. You know. So it's a little bit kind of wow, frustrating. So there's a nice kind of some face sketches of Norman as I was sitting there. I do think I should put a little bit more ink around the edges of it. And I do think I'm going to show you some of the new drawings and the new kind of funky ideas I've been working on. That's much nicer. There you go. And that will be one that will be going up. And it's a very special one because it is from the Norman books, and I think it's quite a lovely piece. I can't turn it over and show you, but I'll put it over on the side to dry. Now, this week has been a very busy week. Look at all those. There's probably about 30 of them there, and there's a whole batch of big ones there. And there's some even bigger ones over here that I've been doing also. Let's have a look at some of the big ones. There's, oh, that one's falling out. That one is a kind of dinosaur that I really quite liked. It just has a really lovely, it says I'm extinct on it, and he will be going up. And that's a little bit too big, I think, this one. The horse eating cake, which I did last week. And there's the banjo cat, which is quite a big one. And oh, that one is a polar bear in the snow. Quite like that one. And the bird, what did I call him? Buster, with the big fat chunky legs. There's another kind of horse type creature there. Lovely. Very nice, that one. And the big squirrel one. It was a squirrel and an elephant if they had a baby, someone had requested. And there's a big drawing of me kind of. So, some of the new ones, some of these delightful. I'll start with the little ones, because some of them have been so cool. I've done a little, let's see if I can get, I've done a lady chimp. Where's the light? There it is. I'll hold it back. Does that help? No. If I go up closer, there you go. So that's a glamorous chimp. And I've got the important toad. I do love that. I love the kind of bald head and the long hair. And another Mr. Handsome. Can you see those? Well, I'll put them there while I can. There's Mr. Handsome. Another kind of toady type character in a suit. And I did a couple of fish, which were quite delightful. The fish also was very popular that I did. Can you see him? There you go. And I did another fish there. Again, these were very popular with the fish. And people have asked about doing a dog, so I've done a dog. Instead of the cat, which has been very much, I've been doing a lot of cats. That's a horse, a wild stallion. Dancing cat, again more requests for cats. I can't keep up with the request for cats, to be honest. It's so amazing, really. And an angry potato. What does it say on it? It says potato in pants. There you go, he's standing in his underpants. And these will all be painted up at some point, so I would just give you an idea of what's coming. There's a whale. And there's the big black cat. Quite a nice style shape one. I do like this one. The ghosty in a hat. That's probably how I felt like I was going to be ending up. And the worried chicken. And ghost love. The happy head, where he's got a flower growing out of the top of his head. Very sweet. And we've got some kind of monkey with a funky haircut. Kind of reminds me of Dumb and Dumber, that movie, the haircut. And there's Nessie the monster that lives up in Scotland. There's the wonky-eyed angel, which is a little bit like what I feel at the moment, my wonky eye. And we have an upside-down cat. We have got a hedgehog. And we've got some kind of yo man, which is kind of funky. And we've got a goat. We've got a baddie who's some kind of demon. Or devil, if you wish. And another man called Sir. I just called him Sir up there. And a ghost called Smiler. Again, really like these ghosts that I'm doing. And then I did a little Scottish ghost. In fact, I even called him Scotty. And we've got some of the bigger ones. These are the A5 ones. They're A6. The little ones are A6. And there's the brain freeze lad. And I kind of was watching Paddy Pimlet at the time, who's the fighter, and he's always calling everybody lad, and so I did that one. I did the man with a fingered tongue. Another cat with a funny eye. Can you see his eye? Look. He's got a smiling eye. I do like this one. Another angel. I've been drawing a lot of angels. He's holding a heart. Very kind of goofy looking angel. And then I've done a very nasty looking cat, which I'm very pleased with. And some of these you will see on the last drawing video that I did. And that is kind of like a vampire rabbit. And I did a man with like the Human League haircut. I quite like that one too. Skulls. A lot of people were asking for skulls, so and the glamorous lady. So that is what has been done, and that is what is being going up on eBay. There will be a bit of color in some of these. In fact, probably all of them, since people. I mean, if you want to buy them from me now, then they won't be painted. If you want to have an ink version, which I prefer the ink versions in most cases. I still have the little crocodile to finish off. What else have I got here? That's it. So that is basically what is happening. That is what I'm working on at the moment, and I thought it would be a great kind of catch up for you to see what is happening and what's been going on. So lots of funky drawings coming up your way. So get over onto eBay and buy up the last few that are on there. There's only a few left. I've sold so many, especially the little ones have just, I think I've basically sold out, and at the price they were going, I can see why. Obviously I can't keep it at that price for forever. If you can imagine, for example, like with these little drawings, they were selling for about £10, I think. And so once the £10 comes in and eBay takes their third, that leaves it at about £6. So each one I've been selling for like £6. So hasn't really helped me too much, but what it has done is shown you the kind of diversity of the drawings and shown you how kind of special some of the drawings can be. And the little A5s, I think they were going for about £20. But I do know that other people are selling their original artwork a lot more expensive than I am. So if you are interested in what's going on, there's lots of ways to support the channel, and obviously buying artwork like these is supporting the channel in lots and lots and lots of ways. There's some really cool ones there. Get over and support the channel and buy some artwork on eBay. There's still a few there from the last batch, and these will be going up probably in the next week. So get on, see what's happening, and I will see you all back here for some more drawing very, very, very soon. There will be a lot more drawing coming. I'm starting to feel better and better. Tomorrow is my big okay day. Hopefully I will go and he'll say everything's okay. Get back to life. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your loving messages. You have been so wonderful. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your bought things on eBay. You have all been amazing. So I love you very much. I will all be back doing some more inky drawings very, very, very soon. Okay? See you soon.